Today in our interpersonal communication class, we asked some students questions about perception and self-disclosure. This is what they had to say.
Hi, my name's Kristen. I'm a student at Cedar Crest College, and I'm a junior here.
My name's Nicole. I'm a freshman at Cedar Crest College.
Girly, and I'm a sophomore at Cedar Crest College.
I'm Maddie, and I'm a freshman at Cedar Crest College.
How has perception affected your life, whether negative or positive?
Perception has affected my life in both negative and positive ways. Negatively because I may perceive somebody or somebody may perceive me to be something that they're not.
How has media affected the perception of yourself?
I look at everyone and, I look at myself and think I'm supposed to be like model thin because of Victoria's Secret and all of those things, and
That's the one I look at. I'm like, whoa, like those thighs are like so nice. Why are mine so thunderous and large? And then I'm like, oh, I'm an athlete. I'm supposed to have bigger thighs, but.
And then too, like we know that it's Photoshop, but yet that image and like I guess men think that they are supposed to, like women are supposed to look a certain way. Therefore, I guess we have to follow that.
Plus, even if you don't follow it yourself, like other people do, so it's almost like you're peer pressured to be like even them. 'Cause
Or that
they're
you're-
relying on the media for it.
or that you're outcasted.
Yeah. And then you're looked on like, why don't she look like?
Yeah.
She's not in the fad, like, of certain things.
Fashion, that plays like a huge role too. And like the best headphones and like
Like
That's why a lot of like younger kids too are dressing really scandalously. I think too.
Actually, talking about fashion, the site Pinterest, there was an outfit that I really liked. This actually came from it, and I looked at every single site there was to find where this sweater was from, and I think that's a little bit ridiculous too, because I could be spending my time on other things, but no, I wanted that sweater, so like they really influence you, and it has a big impact on how you live your life pretty much every day, because you're comparing yourself to others.
You've just had a blowout on the phone with a family member. Following the ill-fated call, you go to the grocery store to pick up a few necessities. When the clerk asks how you are, what is your response?
I'm one of those people that I keep it to myself with like outside people unless it's someone close to me. So I would probably just smile, say it's fine, thank you, how was your day? Because you also have to remember they're trying to be professional. It is where they work. You can't sit there and have a conversation with them that takes hours upon hours. Like, they're probably asking how you are just to be friendly. So there's some type of conversation while he's or she is scanning your food.
Have you ever experienced a situation where someone self-disclosed too much or not enough?
I'm a very open person. I like to learn a lot about people, so I ask a lot of questions, like if I get to know someone, because I find your behavior or your past experiences that's what creates you. So when I meet people for the first time, I'll ask a lot of questions, but self-disclosing with me, I'll talk about pretty much anything, and I won't make anything awkward or too much, but I know some limitation of what not to say. But I did have one of my ex-boyfriends from a long time ago did not self-disclose anything, even when you ask them questions, and it was really hard to communicate, and that's why it fell apart. So I feel like you need to be self-aware of yourself to disclose anything, but some people just really don't want to talk about it.
Take a look at this picture. What do you perceive about the individual?
Oh,
All right, he's homeless.
Or he's trying to be really young because he's trying to wear almost like he's trying to wear stylish clothing, but he's not young enough to be wearing that. He's like trying to be hipster, but he's a grandpa.
but the thing is too, if you look at his clothing, it's somewhat clean.
Yeah.
It's clear.
So he's presentable.
It's just his facial hair and his hair that's not something that would be clean.
He doesn't shave.
Yeah,
Obviously.
that.
No. He looks like he's outside all day because he's very kind of tan. He's not like any indoors, and he looks older
He's
than
smoking.
maybe he is.
So maybe he is homeless.
Or maybe he aged because of smoking.
That too. Maybe he just lives
Because
in Florida.
he looks really old.
He could be someone's grandpa. I don't know.
He pops some tags.
He looks like he's in a city.
But he looks really interesting. Like, you would want to have a conversation with him just to see what he's done his whole
Like
life.
what his
Like
story is.
Yeah, he probably has a lot of stories.
Yeah, it's hard to judge his background or anything.
He reminds me of a really skinny Santa Claus. Just like a dirty
That's it.
kind of Santa
I
Claus.
feel like if he shaved, just like groomed up like even a little bit, he would have a totally different perception.
Definitely.
Yeah, maybe he wouldn't look so old.
And
he
he might
looks-
not look homeless.
He looks really skinny too, because
His clothes look large on him.
very large, and his legs look really thin. So he doesn't look like he gets a lot to eat, which is why
And
homeless
he's
popped into my
slouched.
head.
He seems kind of like upset about his life. He's not happy.
Would you trust him?
Not really.
No.
I don't think so.
I don't think I could trust him.
I just don't trust people that I don't know, so that might have something to do with it. But just his appearance, no, wouldn't.
You've recently started to develop feelings for a good friend of yours. If you were both single, would you tell him or her how you feel?
I would, but I would do it like in a, like not in like a serious way. I feel I just start like hinting it, like so, like you know what I mean. I won't necessarily like go in depth and like be serious about it. Like I like pouring my heart out just because and also too it depends if you guys are really close friends. I think it would be a lot easier to conducting that. But I would, if we're both like single and want to take it to like the next step or something.
What would you absolutely not disclose and openly disclose to a blind or first date?
If I was pregnant, I would not disclose that. Like, all jokes aside, you're trying to date someone. Actually, maybe I would disclose that, because if they find out later, they could be angry. Or think it's theirs.
But that's your blind date. That's your
Later.
I would not disclose, like, issues I have. I want to be like, man, I'm so depressed and I have such high anxiety, and my mom, she's just crazy. The other day my mom was like yelling at me because I didn't do the dishes and I'm just a slob, and
Don't be a complainer.
And
If
plus
you're like
too-
you have a temper, you don't want to say that because then they're gonna avoid you.
And plus, too, you want to have a like good first impression. So you kind of want to,
put your best foot
put your
forward.
yeah, exactly. So you don't want to sound
You
too
kind of
much
want
of a
to up yourself, make yourself look good. But don't do it too much. Like, don't brag
Yeah.
about yourself.
Have like an honest signal. Don't be like, so the other day I was in Paris recording like this music video. Like, no. Come on. All right.
That's a little exaggerated.
I've seen it done before. Oh my god.
Or if you killed someone. That is not what you
I don't
should
think you
say.
disclose
I don't think you'd be on a date. I think you'd be in prison.
That is true. But
Or if
I
you've been
didn't
in
kill
prison,
someone.
yeah, you don't want to say that.
Or if you killed someone and got away with it.
Or do drugs.
Do
Or
drugs.
deal.
Drugs.
Deal especially.
I don't think these are realistic.
Smoking. I don't like when people smoke. So if someone said that
I would
to me,
disclose that if I didn't like it on a first date.
but if someone said
on a first date, I know a lot of people, like, if they have kids with, like, another person, obviously, they don't have to be together. But a lot of people, like, they avoid that on the first date. But I think that I might tell the person, because I don't want to, like, give them some false impression, and then you invite them over one night, and your kids are like, ah! And they're like,
Yeah, you want to know some stuff before. you go
And
on
plus,
first
too,
date.
like revealing that to someone, they'll know that you're serious. You are serious about it, and that you're willing to share something like, serious.
it's like catfish.
Yeah,
But not.
but real in person.
Real.
but you actually meet them.
And they.
Okay, we're done.